You need to recognize the places where you're leaking your power and to stop giving it away. This is what's going to allow you to be able to clean up your energy and to really be operating at your fullest. We need to really continue to lead our clients at the highest level and really believe in their ability to move through the struggle and find the success that they're here to experience. Welcome to the Worth It podcast. I'm Megan Taylor, coach for the brilliant minds and the rare ones who are always growing. I have helped ambitious women and men, business owners and leaders from around the world with defining and expanding their unique work, having the relationship that they actually want, and creating the life that makes all of the work feel worth it. Every week on the podcast, we discuss the key pivots that I coach my clients on and the real work required in order to be a leader and the woman or the man that you're here to be. With that, let's get started. Hi, love. Welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is for you if you tend to be somebody who can be a little bit addicted or obsessive to your work and where you feel like you always need to be accomplishing things on your to-do list. I'm going to help you start breaking out of this pattern and cycle, as it's very common for people who hold themselves to a high bar, which I don't think there's anything wrong with holding yourself to a high standard. I do the same thing, and it's a part of why I'm successful. But we want to do this in a way where, rather than feeling depleted in your energy by the middle of the day, you continue to stay juicy in your energy and feel lit up and passionate about your work. And where, like, when you sign off for the day, you actually get to unplug and stop thinking about your to-do list and to actually be present, to enjoy making dinner with your man, or being able to unwind and take a bath without thinking about what you need to do tomorrow, or being able to be present with your kids instead of thinking about that thing you need to be doing for your client. You know what I'm saying? So the key here is that you need to recognize the places where you're leaking your power and to stop giving it away. This is what's going to allow you to be able to clean up your energy and to really be operating at your fullest. Okay. People who are really hard workers tend to sometimes overfunction, and will do that especially when they're in a room with somebody who is underfunctioning. It ends up creating this dynamic where it's almost like, if there's somebody in your life who's struggling, like whether it's a client or whether it's a certain friend or a partner, and if you have a generous heart, you might go above and beyond to do what's necessary to help make up the difference of what they need. I want to remind you that, like, every person needs to learn their own lessons. They need to carry their own backpack up the hill. And if you're standing at the top of the hill, we can't be running down the mountain to go get people. We need to invite people to come up to your level and to be the representation or the example of, kindness and honesty with that person, and really be willing to tell people the truth while also just being patient with their own process as they are navigating whatever life lessons they're navigating currently. And also, you need to continue to just hold a high standard, especially when it comes to your clients. So making sure that you are really leading your clients in a high caliber way, helping them to believe in their ability to get their own results, and really being honest with them. I mean, the things that I say to my clients, sometimes it's uncomfortable coming out of my mouth, but I have to be honest with them so that they can get out of their own way. I'll be like, try this on for size. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like something I'm seeing is this particular pattern. What do you think? And they're like, oh, you're totally right. And it's not comfortable to call attention to it because oftentimes it's subconscious. But sometimes just making the unconscious conscious is their key to unlocking something completely new for them. And I have to be willing to not carry their load for them, but instead hold up the mirror and tell them the truth so that they can really figure out the next steps that they need to take for themselves in their life and in their business. We need to really continue to lead our clients at the highest level and really believe in their ability to move through the struggle and find the success that they're here to experience. In addition to that, however, you get to really reflect on who are the people who get the best results from working with you? And what kinds of things do they have in place that allow them to get the best results, and to really target your marketing towards that type of a client? Because that's really for the highest good of all, is when you speak to the people who can hear you and who are really prepared to take the actions to be able to get the results. And maybe like 80% of your clients are like that, but we want to make sure it's like closer to 90 or 100. And it is okay to be like selfish about that and to really work with clients that can get results, because that's for the highest good of everybody. Is if you're working with clients who are really prepared to show up, lean in, take action, get results, because that's why they're paying you, right? So it's also your responsibility to work with the right people. Same thing goes with your relational life. You want to make sure to really pick people who are ready for you, who are really interested in like building a relationship based off of the same kinds of values, so that you guys can really create something beautiful together. And so it's important to really pre-qualify your clients just as much as your relationships, to make sure that they are really committed to creating the same types of results. It's so fascinating how much business and relationships are similar. Yeah, we really lose a lot of energy and a lot of power when we're trying to make up for the gap because we're mismatched with our clients, or we have like a partner who is in like a really different place than we are. And there's nothing wrong with differences, but we have to both like be patient with people's process and let them be in their own struggle, while also owning our, cleaning up our own side of the yard to be like in our highest virtues, and to continue to hold a high standard and be honest about the places that we're not feeling met. So that's, your work to do. And that's something we can have a further conversation about, because there's nuance in every kind of relationship, right? But if you're noticing a pattern where you tend to be the one who gives more and who is really there for others, and other people like aren't there for you as much, it's an important pattern to notice and to clean that up so that you're not giving your power away in that regard. When people come and do VIPs with me, they become totally different people. All of a sudden, the weight melts off, the stress melts off, they start glowing. People say, "Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Your energy is so different." This happens for all of my clients. And it's just because over time, we learn to compensate, to try to be what we think that we need to be in order to be successful and in order to be loved. And your job is to stop forcing yourself to do things that you don't authentically want to do. And I'm here to help you do that fully. If you were like, "Megan, I really wish that you could sit down with me and just help me strip away all the stuff that's not working and just really take my power back in all areas," I am the gal for you. This work is not for the faint of heart, but if you'd like to talk about coaching, you can find me on Instagram at Megan W. Taylor, and I will also send you the application for coaching. It is not about having the right strategy. It is about being in your full power. And when you really step into doing this work, you can live and create an entirely different reality 6 to 12 months from now, and be able to work with an even higher level client, to be able to take your relationship to the next level and make it even deeper and more passionate, like the kind of relationship that you've always dreamed of having. You can wake up feeling energized and passionate about your work again, and still have energy to enjoy your life at the end of the day and feel relaxed. Like, this is what it means to be truly successful, is when we're actually feeling energized and lit up on a day-to-day basis and able to truly enjoy our relationships with our clients, with our loved ones. And so it means it starts with you, and it means taking your power back in all areas. And when you do that, you're going to be having that experience of wealth in all areas and feeling like you're really coming from that place of overflow and able to give the most that you can to your clients and to your loved ones. Okay. So if you need extra support with that, then you know how to reach me. And other than that, I will see you on the next episode. Hi, lovely. Really quick before you go, it would mean the absolute world to me if you found value in today's episode, if you would take a minute to leave a 5-star review for the podcast. This is going to help other powerhouses like you to be able to find it. Also, I love interacting with my listeners, so I would love to know more about what you thought about today's episode. If you take a screenshot and share it to your Instagram stories and tag at Megan W. Taylor, it's going to notify me, and I actually love to reshare your posts with my audience as well. With that, thank you so much for being a listener, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, productive, happy, sexy, lucrative week, and I will see you on the next episode.